Good morning and welcome to day 8 of Vlogmas. We are heading Christmas shopping today, so we are heading into the centre of Dundee to do some Christmas shopping. It was pointed out to me this morning by a friend that she thinks we're mad going in on a Saturday in December to go and do Christmas shopping, and do you know, I hadn't even thought about it. It's just the only day we could fit in. So yeah, it may be very busy, it may be chaotic. Yes, the kids are in the back of the car. Hello, Jasper. Hello. But it'll be fine. We will take you along to see some of the sights of Dundee. From Christmas shopping. It is about 6:30 and we've got to leave again in 20 minutes to go to the pantomime, so a bit of a quick turnaround today, but it's all good. It was fine. It was really busy. I tried to get as much footage as I could, but I feel like I got rubbish footage. I won't know until I start to edit it, but I'm sure you'll find out. We did pace ourselves quite well today, which was good. We did a little bit of shopping with us all together. We then went and had a little bit of lunch, and then we split up. So Tom took the kids and I went and did some bits that I needed to do without the kids. And then we met back up again and we went to the McManus Art Gallery, which I've never been to in Dundee. We've lived here 6 years and I've never been there. It was brilliant. They had a Christmas market on full of loads of really local vendors, which was fantastic. I find some really good ones that I want to get in touch with about doing like treat box stuff. And then they also had a kids arts and crafts session and a kids story time session, all completely free. Absolutely brilliant. So we'll definitely be going back there again in the future. I'd really like to just go and look around the museum properly. We didn't get a lot of time to do that. Dundee obviously has quite a rich historical kind of culture. It's always known for jam, jute and journalism is the thing that everyone says about Dundee. So in terms of journalism, DC Thompson is based in Dundee and was established in Dundee, and they are the publishers behind the Beano, the Dandy, and all of that kind of thing. You will have seen Arthur next to a little statue of Orwooly, which again was one of the DC Thompson comic strips. So yeah, and oh, you will also have seen the statue of Desperate Dan and Minnie the Minx in the centre of the town, and things like that. So yeah, one of the things Dundee is very famous for, as well as the jute mills, making the jute fabric. So all of the kind of historical stuff is really, really, really interesting. So yeah, I'd like to spend more time at the museum, I think, and go and visit properly. I picked a couple of little things up from the craft market, but one of the things I picked up, which I was quite excited to find, was some tea from a lovely local business, Broughty Blends. So Broughty Ferry is like a small, kind of a suburb of Dundee, I guess, if that makes sense. We're still part of Dundee, but we're almost like our own little town. We've got our own little high street and everything like that. So if you ever hear me say that we've been down to the ferry, that's Broughty Ferry. So yeah, it was really nice to find some like Broughty Ferry tea. So I'm thinking they do lovely, lovely, it's not going to focus, is it? Come on. Let's see. They do lovely, lovely loose leaf blends of different types of tea and things like that. I got a yerba mate, apple and peppermint, which I tried and it was lovely, and an immunity boost, which sounds really nice because Bird and Blend have a tea called Cold Weather Warrior, which I love when I'm feeling slightly run down, and this sounds like it's made with a lot of the similar kind of things. It's rose hips, echinacea, elderberries, cinnamon, lemon verbena, raspberry leaf, sage, and it's caffeine free. And yeah, I just think when you're feeling that little bit run down, it sounds good. So yeah, they were an exciting little local small business to find. They do have a website, broughtyblends.co.uk. So yeah, I'll link them underneath the video in case you're curious. I was going to open my advents while we're chatting. I feel like I didn't get very much footage, and I'm aware that I'm not going to be able to get very much footage at the pantomime as well. So I thought, is that number 7? Yes, that's a 7, I think. I thought we'd just chat. I don't know what about, so it's just going to be the verbal processing of the inside of my brain, I'm afraid. So yeah, we went to the market, and then after that we went, over to Cake or Dice, which is our local board game cafe. We love it there. We haven't been, I don't think I've been since before the summer, because we've just been so busy. We just haven't had weekends free to kind of go and chill. But I absolutely love it. It's a really, really kind of community-based board game cafe. So you can just go in and get tea and coffee. You don't have to play board games or anything like that. There's no cover charge. If you do want to play a board game, they have some free ones. They have some that cost £2, some that cost £4, some that cost £6. So like it varies depending on the complexity and the amount of time the game will take you. But I absolutely love it there. And it was the perfect thing. We just spent an hour there before we went for dinner. Today's Lonely Knitter is gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Can't wait to get to that in my, yeah. Beautiful. It says, some people live more in 20 years than others do in 80. It's not the time that matters, it's the person. Beautiful. So yeah, and then we went for dinner. We went to Wagamama's. We have not had a Wagamama's in Dundee until very recently. And I love Wagamama's, and Tom loves Wagamama's, and my friend Jem, the little grey girl, will attest to this. Every time I go and stay with her and help her out with anything, we always have to order Wagamama takeaway because I can't get it, usually. But we've just had a Wagamama's open in Dundee. This is the first time we've been, so that was really good. Me and the Tom loved it. Jasper absolutely adored it. He loves a stir fry of any kind. He had chicken noodles and he loved it. Arthur, not so much. We knew it was going to be a hit and miss one with him. He had a katsu curry, the kids' katsu curry, but he didn't like the rice. So you basically just eat chicken, gently, delicately dipped in the katsu to get a little bit of katsu, and the sweet corn, and that was it, which is a bit of a shame, but it was fine. He actually did very well. He didn't get upset about it. He accepted it, and yeah, he's now having a snack. But yeah, that was really fun. Day 7 of the Henny Penny Makes. There's something else in this one. Ooh. Oh, we're definitely getting more sunsetty. So we've got this one colour-wise. Come on, camera. There we go. This one colour-wise. Absolutely beautiful. And we have got some Cloud9 Bloomin' Happy hand cream. Very nice. I need hand cream. Oh. Cameras and lighting and focus. I need hand cream all the time because I always have my hands in water when I'm dyeing, so my hands get really, really horrible. So hand cream is always a good thing to have. I was naughty. As you will have seen in the clips, I went into Waterstones because I needed to have a look for a couple of Christmas things, and I did end up coming out with a book for myself, which I probably shouldn't have done. But I picked up a copy of this book, A Letter to the Luminous Deep. This is one of my Patreon book club picks for November and December. And a couple of people have read it already, and in the Patreon threads they've said how much they enjoyed it and how brilliant it was. And I didn't have a copy. I was going to read it on Kindle, but I saw this beautiful copy and I was like, yeah, I need a copy. I need it. I just love the cover. I just love the cover so much. This is just the standard Waterstones edition, but it is such a beautiful cover. So yeah, it's all about So two scientists who are in touch, I may be getting this wrong, two scientists who write letters to each other, and they develop a friendship, and more than a friendship through those letters, but they then go mysteriously missing. And then their siblings, a year later, their siblings come together to solve the mystery of their disappearance. So I think it's told in a mix of letters and all kinds of things like that, but apparently it's really, really good. So I will be adding that to my bookshelves if I can find space. Right, another advent calendar. Oh, my dungarees are slipping off my shoulders. Number 7 from Blue Fern Yarns. We have gone darker purple, almost greys in there actually. I don't know how well that will come across in this light, but very, very pretty. Gorgeous. Yeah, so we had a good day. And as I said, we're going to the pantomime this evening. We go to our local amateur dramatics pantomime. There is a big one in Dundee. They do a big one at the, I've forgotten what the name of the Dundee theatre place is. But they do a big one in Dundee as well. But I just love the local amateur dramatics one. There's something about the bad jokes, the terrible timing, and but the heart and soul that these people put into the performance is incredible. We've been going to this one for the last, I want to say this might be the 4th year we've been going. I think it might be actually something like that. Yeah, I think it might be the 4th year. One of our local neighbours, one of their children is always in it. They always have a starring role of some kind. So I'm looking forward to seeing what part they play this year. And it's just nice to support kind of people that we know and stuff like that. And yeah, I love a bad pantomime. That sounds terrible, doesn't it? I love a bad pantomime, but sometimes they're bad. They're so bad that they're good, and I don't know how to describe it. But yeah, we absolutely love the amateur dramatics one, and I'm really looking forward to that tonight. I've got my day 7 of my little scrappy one. Oh, that's a pretty, oops, tapped the wrong part of my camera. That's a pretty little scrappy mini. Beautiful. And should we do the sticker one as well while I'm here? Why not? It's my craft day at the studio tomorrow. I am at the excited stage now. I will say I was at the nervous stage most of the week, just not quite knowing what to expect, having never done it before. But I think I am at the excited stage now. I am looking forward to it. It's going to be really good. I'm going to get there a little bit early in the morning. Oh, they're really cool. I'm going to get there a little bit early in the morning to get some bits and pieces set up, get the food out and all of that, and just to make sure everything is ready for the first people to arrive. Look at these ones. These are really cool stickers. They're like little bookshelves with dragons and stuff on. They're awesome. So yeah, get there a little bit early. I've got a couple of helpers who I will introduce tomorrow morning, who are coming to help me, which will be really nice. And yeah, it'll be a good day. I will try and get a decent amount of footage for, I can't get the sticker back in the packet. I will try and get a decent amount of footage for you. But yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there before you genuinely do get completely the inside of my brain just thrust at you somehow. And we will be back after the pantomime to give you, I will try and get a few little snippets at the pantomime, but I obviously can't film the performance or anything like that really, because I don't have permission. But we will be back after the pantomime to round off the vlog in the usual way. We are back from the pantomime. It was lots and lots and lots of fun, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Does anyone have a best bit? Well,
Really
The pie.
The pie.
I was going to say, first of all, we should probably tell you, I can't remember if I said earlier what the pantomime was. It was Puss in Boots, which is not one I know at all. But yeah, the pie. Can you explain what happened with the pie?
So we were watching this pie, and then someone told us to watch the pie, and if it pops up, to tell them. And when they started singing, the pie started dancing.
That's right. It was it was the pantomime dame, wasn't it? We had to watch the pie for the pantomime dame, and if it popped up, we had to say, "Hermione, the pie!" But when she started singing her song, the pie was dancing in the background.
Yeah, the pie was on a cabinet, and like it kept popping up because there was someone underneath pushing it up, I think.
Oh no,
No,
it's magic.
The pie was moved on its own.
Any other favourite bits?
Not really.
No?
Nah.
But did you enjoy it?
Yes, I enjoyed it very much.
It was good fun. It was definitely good fun.
Yeah.
There's one thing left to do.
One thing.
One thing, as always, and that, of course, is
Joke
of the day!
Why did the turkey cross the playground?
I don't know.
Why did the turkey cross the playground?
To get to the other slide.
See you tomorrow.